Check out the gunsmith, see what he's got for us. Are you okay? No, I lost a niece today, but I'm doing a hell of a lot better than our attackers. Those sons of bitches hit the wrong cast. I put 6 of them in the ground personally, and I'll find out who they were and where they lived. They ain't gonna save those people. But you didn't come here to listen to me rage. You're after a bit of payback yourself, I wager, so what can I help you with? Let's have a look at what weapons you got. So then he's got new pistols, manhunter, new assault, new submachine guns, new shotguns. So you can have a minigun. So the Ares Alpha does 17 damage. Okay. Got loads of grenades and stuff, which is cool. Let's check out. That was crazy. Zach had to use some of his magic on a few of them. See what puddle over there. Yeah, it's one of our attackers, and thy name is Goo. One of these days you're gonna have to demonstrate this powerful magic of yours to me. One of these days, show me what you've got. Let's buy a special concoction and some jazz, and then we'll resell it back. I don't know why I carry the pistol, because I don't need it, so we'll leave that in the thing. Show me what you've got. So let's sell the stuff I just bought back to him. It's not going to be as much, but it's something. Alright, let's go see the doctor. See if he's got anything. Oh, I got new stuff from people, haven't I? So, do you have any run-ins with the... Richard, I see that you made it through the attack relatively unscathed. Do you have any run-ins with the attackers? No, truth be told, I was in surgery when the attackers hit, and they didn't disturb my office. I spent the entire, event elbows deep in the admin of an elderly dwarf. Lucky you. Lucky him, you mean. Poor guy. Poor old guy had the bladder capacity of a pygmy shrew. He was in desperate need of my help. But on to more important things. What can a triage do for you today? Let's see what cyberware you've got. Any new stuff? So the adrenal conductor, that's what. When triggered, you gain 1 plus AP, but it takes an additional 2 damage from attackers. So that's what they gave me. So it doesn't cost any essence either. Boost heart functions, add +1 to dodge and throwing weapons, and +1 to movement. Supercharges the body's melatap and adds +1 to all physical attributes. Where does that go then? That goes in body. Okay. Okay, so BioWare is not too bad. I need medical supplies. Yeah, so he's got big med kits now. Yeah, of course he has. Right, it's fine. Let's go speak to Simi. In the aftermath of the attack, you were surprised to see Simi Kim has survived with only a few scrapes. You saved us, as many as I could. So many more would be gone if you hadn't have been here. Are you hurt? I lost my shoe when I was running and I fell. The doctor was able to find me, picked me up and took me with him. He hid me in a drawer, gave me a blanket and told me to be quiet. It was dark and it smelled, but I didn't make a sound. I heard yelling, things breaking and gunshots, I think. If I had one of my Sims, I could have just gone inside, but I didn't, so I had to stay out. Don't know how long it was, but when the drawer opened, it was over. I'd say the doc owed you that one, kid. Yes, he finally remembered his oath. Kim doesn't seem to understand, but she nods anyway. I'm going to check on the others. Okay. So he wants to see if there's anyone in the bar. Lucky Strike stands in a customary place, her gear piled on top of the bar stool. For once she is smoking, she gives you a small nod as you approach. Hey again, Richard, what's up? I said you got a little team in Milty. I'd like to hear some more about them. Going to ask you what's up with the tattoo circular. Is it purely decorative or... It is now, wasn't always though. She stretches her neck back to a circuit pattern on her face where it catches her light. What you're looking at used to be the tattoo magic. Got it done when I was in Tokyo doing a job for the Yakuza. When were you in Tokyo? About 3 years ago. Spent months there. It was a business trip though. You know how it is, straight from the airport to the hotel to the job site and then back to the hotel afterwards. Rinse and repeat until the job is done. Not the most exciting way to travel, but it pays good. What were you doing for the Yakuza? Work the kind you don't talk about afterwards. Tattoo magic, huh? That's a new one on me. Yeah, it was for me too. It's a meta magic thing. I know of quickening spells to a person, binding magic into the flesh, so that's almost impossible to get rid of. Anyway, long story short, I found a way to break it now. It just looks pretty in the lamplight. What did the tattoos do before you broke them? She pauses for a moment, considering finally she shrugs. Sure, I'll tell you, why not? Maybe knowing will keep you from making the same mistake. So when I did the job for the Yaks, they offered no insisted that I let them ink me. I said I'd need it for the job. Long story short, tattoos did boost my abilities, but they also branded me, marked me as Yakuza property, and they gave them an easy way of tracking me from the astral plane. How did you break the spell? That's an even longer story and not one that I want to get into. Suffice it to say, it started with killing the guy who inked me and then ended with in a pretty dark place. The upshot is I can go back to Japan. I can't go back to Japan ever, but at least I got my autonomy back. She pauses for a moment to light up a cigarette. After she fills her lungs with smoke, she continues. So the moral of this story, I guess, is not to be take an employer's word at face value. It is a lesson that every Shadowrun runner needs to learn sooner or later. But I had a harder time with it than most. Now, can we talk about something else? Or better yet, can we shut up and have a drink or two? All of this yapping is making me thirsty. You said you had a team. Good people, they get the job done. What else do you need to know? Nothing, I guess. Fair enough. Was there something else? Gotta run, see you around. Alright, I think that's everyone. I've just got to go to the coffee shop and make sure everyone's in there. Richard, what a relief to see you alive. Samuel wraps you up in an enormous hug. You should know that your generosity has saved dozens of lives. What happened? When the attackers came, we all took up refuge in the civic centre. Its strong walls and sturdy gates kept us all safe from harm. Had only a few people on the streets. Had been in our building, our old building, which came under fire during the attack. None of them would be alive. We owe you more now than ever. You may not look upon yourself as a hero, but to the people of the... That's... Ugh, right, let's forget that word. That is what we all will always be. How's Alexander doing? He's adjusting with difficulty. Samuel shakes his head. Your friend Dietrich took a chance in sending his nephew to us. I'll do my best to justify his faith in me. Just passing through. Check the coffee shop and then we can go on the next run. Turk is pale, his eyes shrunken into his head, ringed with dark circles. We are closed today. I would have locked the door, but the lock is broken. Now I must stand guard. You were attacked. He nods. During the attack, they broke through the door, heavily armed, 2 of them. They broke through the door and just started shooting. No questions, no robbery, just shooting. Carry my girl, my little street rat, they. Holds his hand over his face, collects himself. I reached under the counter, I kept the gun there, you see. And they saw, both of them turned on me. Goldschmidt, the fat idiot Goldschmidt, flung himself in my way. Now he managed to move a great massive body so quickly is a mystery to me. He hung there suspended in time as they shot him, dancing on their bullets as they ripped him apart. But he shielded me long enough. And for die, I was able to get my gun and end those sons of whores. Goldschmidt was your friend after all. That's the thing of it, Enfield, all the time. All that bickering between us, I was serious. I couldn't stand the man. But he apparently it was something different to him. None of us will be the same after this. Still, it's good for us. I think healthily it reminds us that even though we were created our little island of stability, in that this is still the flux state, still Berlin, and the wolf is always at our door. If we are to keep our home, we must be vigilant, and we need people like Monica, people like you, to keep it safe. So long, Slagolan, or so long, my friend. Be healthy and be strong. Let's talk to Millet. The attack was terrible, which is so much death. Shakes her head. I have not killed since I retired from running the shadows, not until today. But you are not here to listen to me complain. She forced a smile. So what can I get for you? Name it and I will provide it. I'm on a tight schedule. Let's see what you got. So you got the Farlight, Cyberdex, drones. Ooh. New drones, new outfits, consumables and programs. Cool. Let's do everyone's last level. Iga gains the ability to reload all of her equipped weapons for 0 AP. Iga gains the ability she can target 2 enemies in 1 action. Cost 1 AP. Let's take Snapfire. Right. Dragon Slayer's Wrath replaces Dragon Slayer now harms all foes within 3 tiles of Dietrich for 16 damage. On subsequent rounds, the target takes 5 HP damage and 1 AP damage. Cost 1 AP, duration 3. Dietrich's idol is more powerful, decreasing incoming damage by an additional 2 points. Take the one that does massive damage. Glory carries a platinum one, which brings people back 100% of their life. Glory carries a custom rugged super warhawk revolver with hand machine armor piercing rounds, 14 damage. She can take the new revolver. Right, and finally, when Blitz is jacked into the matrix, attacks for the physical body are reduced by 3. Initiate targeting computer marks weak spots on our opponent's armor. Blitz marks targets. Ability will now reduce target's armor by 2. Let's give him the pain suppression. Confirm. I think it'd be a good idea to buy some let's buy some platinum you said you were locked in your office when Cribbers attacked, but somebody Kim tells me a different story. Sound of Simi's name wipes a smile from his face. He stares at you, the colour drained from his cheeks. Ah, yes, Kim. I didn't know that you were too acquainted. Why lie, Doctor? You saved her. If anything, I'd think you'd brag about that. Were you sealed up in your office for the attack, or did you help her? It wasn't a lie, not completely. I was working on a patient when the fighting broke out. When I heard the gunshots, I ducked into my office to find the girl. When I got back, I hid her away and went back to surgery. Thanks to a copious dose of insulin and nitrous oxide, my patient was blissfully unaware of my interruption. Emma also said that she heard gunshots and breaking glass. Care to revise your story any further? Please don't call her that. Her name is Kim. And yes, an attacker did break in partway through the operation. He fired his weapon into the wall and shattered some of my very delicate equipment. Seems like he made it through in one piece. How did you get rid of him? That will remain my secret. Suffice it to say, my experience in Spain gave me a newfound appreciation for high lethality security systems. Let your imagination run wild. There's a long pause. Icicle tries another smile but fails quickly. I don't intend to spend any longer on this, Richard. I've already said my piece. I feel certain level of responsibility for Kim's welfare. Never mind why, so take care as best you can. Take care as best I can. That is all that I intend to say on the subject, so we can get back. Yeah. So I've got 12,000, so if we get both of them. And then we'll get 3 of the big med kits as well. Take me down to 10 grand. We'll clear everything out of here. And we can work on, and then we'll head on the next run now. And then I'm going to have to call it a break and have some food, and I'll probably be back on around 7 or 8 o'clock, probably 8 o'clock tonight. I'll be back on. Continuing this, assemble the run. Let's take, so you can take Dante now as well, which is cool. So we're going to need Blitz. I'm going to take Glory. I'm going to take Dietrich as well. No, I'm not. I'm going to take Iger as well for this run. Apex. Apex Rising. It's called Apex, an artificial intelligence designed for matrix warfare, and the thought of it sends chills down your spine. For years, the shadows have been ripe with rumours of true AI. Names like Mirage and Psychotrope have fueled conspiracy boards on the Shadowland BBS since 2029. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk, but from what Alice has told you, at least one of these stories is real. Apex is waiting for you somewhere down in the basement of an abandoned Suradare Kurup lab. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wade your way through a lot of gang territory to get there. Right, so I don't think I want to use the platinum ones yet. So we'll take the normal ones for now. Take one of the normal ones and 3 med kits. That's like a good idea. Iger hasn't got one of them, so we'll give Iger one of them. Okay, we'll confirm that. You have unspent karma, okay. Find a way into the basement. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to take a break and have some food, and I'll be back on around